Did you know that most people have a hard time understanding emotions and, in fact, struggle navigating their own emotions and that of other people? I mean, think about it. How many times growing up have you been either judged or criticized for being too emotional? Hi, I'm Jacqueline, and welcome. We at Joy Living Mindset are so excited that you are here because we believe that you have a great gift within you that's going to uplift humanity in some significant way. And we're here to help you navigate that journey and live your truth. So the discussion around emotion is a very interesting topic because we've been, it's almost as if we've been conditioned for as long as I can remember, right? And for so many of us, that emotions, that we should keep our emotions in check, and that expressing our emotions is actually something bad. As a society, I think we're now living in a world where we are so quick and heavily rely on pharmaceuticals or other numbing agents to suppress our emotions and keep them in check. Because again, we've been conditioned and taught from early on over and over and over again that our emotions are kind of like unwelcomed, right? I mean, you look at these days, kids, young school age kids who are emotionally expressed or overly curious or excited, they are prescribed medication to calm them down so that they can focus more in class, right? And as adults, we rely on whether that either medication, drugs, alcohol, sex, or other things so that we can kind of just numb our pain and whatever it is that we're feeling and not have to feel it, and then just kind of like suppress it and then move on with the next day. And it becomes this cycle and this habit that we form, and it almost is now normalized that is what you do in terms of how to handle emotions. But what if understanding emotions is actually the key to us living a life of joy and fulfillment that we're all seeking, right? And I think that's what I want to kind of create this space to really have a discussion for us to understand what emotions really are and how it can be so powerful in terms of guiding us. Because in fact, our emotions is actually a powerful, it's a gift and a powerful tool that helps us to navigate through life and help us to get to where it is that we want to get. Ultimately, whatever brings us joy, peace of mind, and fulfillment, right? And what most people don't understand is that our emotions, we have a range of emotions, and all of our emotions and our access to emotions, it serves as a what is called an emotional guidance system. And how it works is that it, for instance, do you remember playing that game when you were little, and you might have played with your children as well, this hot and cold game, this guessing game, right? Whether you're getting hotter or colder based on if you're getting closer or further away from what is it that you're trying to find, right? And you're getting warmer, you're getting hot, you're getting cold, or whatnot. It's okay. It kind of like directs, gives the other person hints, right? And guides them and directs them to eventually going to the right direction to find whatever it is that they're looking for, right? So our emotional guidance system serves us just in the exact same way. So so we have a whole range of emotions that we can access, and what it all boils down to is just into two main categories: negative emotions and positive emotions. Negative emotions are emotions that don't feel good, right? Anger, despair, frustration, overwhelm, and all of that. positive emotions are emotions that feel good, that lights us up inside. It's happiness, it's love, it's fulfillment, it's joy, it's excitement, right? Those are positive emotions. So it really is, just think of it as, the better we feel, that means that whatever it is that we are thinking or doing is in alignment with the true nature of reality. And it is going to lead us closer and closer towards whatever it is that we want, ultimately joy, peace of mind, and fulfillment, right? And the worse we feel, on the other end of the spectrum, the worse we feel, that means that whatever it is that we are thinking or doing in that moment is way out of alignment with the true nature of reality, and that is going to deviate us from whatever it is that we are trying to get to, and kind of just heeding warning for us to, like, hey, the worse you feel, the further away you're getting from whatever it is that your destination is, that's going to bring you joy and happiness and all of that you actually want. And if we can understand that, right, it's so it's the key here is to just take a moment, like when we are facing a decision, not sure what we should do, or not sure what decision we should make on a certain thing. It's the key here is to take a moment to really understand our emotions around the anticipation of this decision that we're about to make, or this thing that we're about to do, or this space that we're about to step into. How is it making us feel, right? And it's really important for us to create space and just give us time to connect to our emotions, so that we become aware of what is it that we're feeling, right? Because that's key. We need to be aware of what is it that we are feeling that's surfacing within us, because that is clues and guidance within us. And then to then reflect on, okay, I'm feeling this way. It's either positive or it's negative. If it's negative, I know that it's not, what I'm thinking or doing is not in alignment with what is it that I want, or the true nature of reality. If it's positive, then I know that it is, right? And so we got to decipher in terms of what are those emotions that are coming up. Is negative or positive? What is it actually trying to tell us, the hints that it's trying to do? And so we have to be really aware and discern what our emotion, what are we feeling inside, and not rely on drugs, medication, alcohol, or other numbing agents that suppresses our emotion, because we have to really connect to it to really understand what is it trying to say. So for instance, so recently, I'll just give you an example, just kind of put it into context, right? So recently, in my business, I had a decision a couple months ago. I was facing a decision. There was a conference that my mentor was hosting. It was a live, it's a live and hybrid event. So I get the choice of either going live, attending it live, or going hybrid. And I really wasn't sure which one I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to go to the event, but I wasn't sure, do I want to go live, or do I want to go in person, or do I want to just do it virtually as a hybrid participant? And I looked at it, and I really created that space to really understand what is it that my emotions is telling me. So every time that I anticipate, I kind of put myself in this, okay, if I did go attend that event live, what would it entail? What would I need to do? All the things that need to take place and entail, and how would that make me feel, right? Versus if I were to attend it virtually, right? What would that entail, and how would that make me feel? And so as it turns out, as I was creating space to really decipher my emotions, I was aware that even though I really, 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 really wanted to go live and attend that event in person, but every time I was thinking about anticipating making that decision, I just felt like this rush of overwhelm coming to me, because it happened to be that month was ridiculously crazy. I had so many things on my calendar. It's almost as every single weekend was booked solid. The whole week, every week, and then during the weekdays was also very busy with so many things I needed to take care of. And going live in this event, having to book travel, arrange the travel rate, like a hotel, flights, hotel, and all the travel, and then the times that I can get out is all the way across the country, on the other side of the country, and so I would have to fly in a day before and leave a day afterwards the event, just so that I can fit in and be there for the whole event, which means that I would have to take off 2 extra days just to attend this event, not to mention all the additional costs, business expense that it would incur. And for me, when I looked at that, okay, so I'm like right now, given everything that's going on and what I want to take care of, and also wanted to be the responsible CEO that I am, I looked at that, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like it's a good fit for me right now, because every time I think about going live, I just feel this angst. There's so much overwhelming anxiety about, like, oh my gosh, it's one, it's all this extra expense. Two, it's gonna, that means I have to take 2 extra days off of work on my business. Then the flight times, I really couldn't get the ones that just really fit me in my schedule. And so it was just creating more stress for me than actually the excitement of actually going there. So I ended up deciding to attend it virtually for the event instead. And it just, when I think of attending virtual, it just gave me more peace, because now I know that, one, I'm not under that much stress and that pressure and that overwhelm to try to squeeze everything in, the travel, and the stress of traveling, and the extra days I have to travel, all the expense that goes with traveling, and then the disruption of because it's on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, and so that's like also the time zone difference and disruption in my natural rhythm of things. And so I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to attend that hybrid or virtually, and make the most of it, and then reserve my time, my resources, my energy to really focusing on driving forward all the initiatives in my business that I needed to drive forward around that time frame. So, it's just really the power of emotions, right? Just really understand, like, being able to connect with them, being able to create that space to be aware of what is it that I'm feeling, and knowing is it good or bad, and what does that tell me, right? Because I know that all this negative emotion that it was stirring up in me, if I decide to go attend it live, that means that I am not in alignment with what is it that I'm trying to create. Is going to move me further away, and so that just kind of helped me to direct my attention further, more to, let's attend it virtually. That way it gives me more time, energy, resources, and everything to focus on the things that that was calling for my attention during that time frame, when I was juggling so many things going on at once during that time. So and the same thing going to be applied for, let's say, for instance, relationships, right? Whether you should choosing a relationship, whether you should go out with this person, or be in this relationship with this person or not, whether you should take this job offer or not, or drive your career in a different direction or not. So it all comes into play, and it's so important for you to really develop a relationship with your emotions, and especially your emotional guidance system, so you can really be aware of what is it that you're feeling and what is it that it's trying to tell you, so that you can little by little make sound decisions that are going to help you, align you towards whatever it is that you're trying to create or experience in your life. And obviously, yes, Don't make decisions in the heat of the moment when you're just emotions are really high. Yes, don't make any decisions then. That's why I said create the space for you to discern and decipher what your emotions, what are you feeling in that moment, and what are your emotional guidance system telling you and guiding you towards. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions or comments about your emotions, how to navigate, how to handle emotions, how to be aware of your emotions and just really understanding what your emotions are telling you, just feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm happy to read through them and support you further in any way that I can. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.